Greetings. I hope you've all been well. I definitely have. Look at all the beauty around me. How could anyone possibly be unhappy like that? But yeah, I thought since I had some time today, first I would answer a question that I get a lot, or well, that I have been getting a lot ever since I started to put myself out there. When I say me, I mean, of course, the crazy, creative, fantasy-loving, tree-hugging me that I am. The question is basically people asking me how to become who I am. And this is, it's so, first of all, it's insanely flattering when you tell someone that you're in a way idolizing them. But the truth is, I can't really help you like that, because I think that many people forget is that who I am is who I am, and I cannot possibly give you any advice on how to become who I am, because it is, all I do is I listen to my heart and what feels right, and this is what I do. I could tell you things like freak out whenever there's a cute animal nearby, start giggling randomly, always admire swords, all the swords at medieval markets and want to have them. I could tell people to draw a lot, to get inspired a lot, to love video games, to like randomly dressing up at midnight. But the question is, if it doesn't come natural to you, I wouldn't advise you to do it, because basically who I am is who I am. It's not like I am thinking, what could I do that fits my lifestyle? I'm thinking and listening to my heart, what would I want to do? What would I want to try? How do I want to phrase this? How many emoticons do I want to add to this message, and in what constellation? It's nothing that I'm really planning on. It is really and truly just being true to who I am, to the crazy, medieval, fantasy-loving self that I am. There is not really a remedy, and that is actually one thing that I, like a piece of advice or basically answer that I would give to everyone who has been asking this. Just be yourself. Develop the courage to be who you want to be, who you truly want to be, and not who society makes you believe, or who other people makes you believe you want to be. Take some time, listen closely into your heart. Listen to what it's telling you. Listen to, if there is anything you want to try, go for it, try it. It's exciting to try out new things, and if you can't learn it anywhere from like someplace local, the internet, there is so many videos on YouTube as well where you can learn very nifty things, and also with research. Most of the things that I am able to do nowadays is because I have been doing my own research, and I'm self-taught in many things. Yeah, don't be afraid to express yourself through clothing or makeup. I mean, as you've probably noticed, I'm not that much of a makeup wearer. I never have been. That is my thing. Like I actually feel very uncomfortable most of the time if I wear makeup, which is why I'm absolutely barefaced most of the times. Sometimes I do feel like it, but yeah, go for whatever feels right for you. And I assure you, I've gone to university in a corset, and people didn't mind. People usually don't care. And those who care, well, I don't care anymore. I remember that in my school years, I was struggling very hard to find myself, because I was the one who was different. I was very much of a tomboy. I was into fantasy. I lived a little bit in my own fantasy world. I felt like I couldn't share who I am with anybody. I was the odd one out, if you will, and I tried a couple of times to be like other people. When I went shopping, I wouldn't go shopping with like having in mind what do I want to wear. I had in mind what would the others wear, and what, well, you get the idea. Probably you've been there, done that as well. And I remember that especially between the years of 14, well, when I was around 14, 15, 16, 17 even, I felt so uncomfortable in the clothes that I was wearing because, well, yes, they looked like everybody else's clothes, but they weren't really what I wanted to wear, because what I wanted to wear was the more pagan, medieval kind of things. And that were the things that I would wear at home, but I never had the courage to wear that to school. I really tried back in school to not stand out too much, so yeah, it kind of changed when I entered university, and I dedicated a lot of time to reflecting and thinking and asking myself why I was conforming to those social norms. And it's not like my style is weird or anything, but and that's what I realized through thinking about it, that it's completely okay to wear whatever the hell you want to wear. And also be whoever the hell you want to be, as long as you're not hurting anyone with it. Why not? So yeah, also a little something that I want to remind people of, no R2D2, I'm recording, is that whenever you see somebody on the internet, they're only sharing a piece of their life. It's not like my life is perfect. I love my life just the way it is. It's perfectly fine, but please do not forget that no matter how happy and lovey-dovey and even perfect maybe somebody on the internet might seem, you only see what they choose to let you see. And everybody, also me, and everybody out there also has days where they feel bad, or where they feel insecure about themselves, or where bad stuff happens, really, where they screw up or just simply don't feel like doing anything at all. It just happens, and it's very easy to forget about that when you always see the happy forest pictures and all the magic. I also go to university, I also study. That is not very magical. I mean, I try to make it as magical as possible, but it's not. But yeah, that's life. Sometimes not everything can be part of your little fantasy world. And even more important it is to be who you are in this world that's really, doesn't always work the way how you want it to be. At least the parts that you can control, I think you should take control over and shape them the way how you want them to be, until you can be very content with who you are and love yourself the way you are, because if you don't love yourself, how can other people love you? So yeah, that's essentially what I wanted you all to know. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope my answer wasn't too weird. I hope it was maybe inspiring for some. And once again, go for it, chase your dreams. There's this really nice quote, how did it go? Kind of like, nature is very busy to create individuals while society is busy. I will add the quote. It's really nice. I'm not good with quotes. Bye.